Primary schools in England will begin readmitting some pupils this week amidst warnings from teaching unions that it's too soon. Parents of nursery, reception, Year 1 and Year 6 pupils will be able to choose whether to send their children back to school. During lockdown, schools have only been open to vulnerable children and those of key workers. School governors have told the BBC that some schools will only reopen part-time. Our education editor Branwen Jeffries reports now from Manchester.
We've had to think about everything from the moment the parents drop off the children at the gate in the morning.
For weeks, this head teacher has been planning.
So this is the yellow line that we've put down, that parents must stay on this side of the line.
Parents and children arriving tomorrow morning will see how much has changed. On the playground, the new normal marked out. Children in new class bubbles of no more than 15.
All our classrooms have doors onto the outside. So
lessons, break time and lunch, all in the same group.
Usually we would have 2 tables together and 4 children working on a table. Teachers have made videos of how the children will come into school and what their classrooms now look like, because everything is just a little bit different, but we want to ease that anxiety for parents and children.
Even schools like this that are completely ready to take back nursery, reception, Year 1 and Year 6 don't expect everyone to turn up on the first day. A lot of it is about personal choice, how parents feel about managing the risks.
Safety comes first, so life and death.
On her doorstep, one mum, Sumaira, told me of her dilemma. Her oldest, Samia, could go back to Year 6. But with older relatives at home, Sumaira wants to wait.
I'll talk to the parents, whoever's sending their children, and I'll talk to the teachers, how they're managing and everything, how is everything going on. And if they give me a positive response, then I might think about it. At the moment, it's no.
In this Manchester community, each family making its own decision. Mona wants Banya to go back to finish primary school.
I'm sure that the school are doing what they can and they follow the guidelines. But I want her to meet her friends before transition to high school.
Earlier, one union leader said scientists were backing their call for a delay.
Their concern and our concern is that the case number in the country isn't low enough and that the contact tracing isn't working well enough. So we're risking a spike in communities.
Most other children will still be at home, with a promise of some lessons for Year 10 later in June. Branwen Jeffries, BBC News.
Outdoor markets and car showrooms will be allowed to reopen in England tomorrow, with safety measures in place as the restrictions on non-essential retailers start to be eased. All other shops classed as non-essential are preparing to open from June the 15th. Here's our business correspondent, Katie Austin.
Neil's getting ready to sell his towels and bedding at Barnsley's outdoor market for the first time in over 2 months. He and his wife Suzanne are planning a new, safe stall layout.
Tables at the front, 2 metre distance.
I don't think we'll take a great deal of money, but we've just got to get into the system of working again.
However slow business is, they can't wait to reopen.
The door screens.
It's very important. Plus, we want to help the economy, don't we? We want to make a start.
One traders association says those who've carried on selling essentials like food have shown it can be done, but believes only a fraction of outdoor markets will resume straight away.
Monday is the get-go. You know, it will take a lot of time to bring markets back to their full potential with the right equipment in place.
Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland have different plans in place for the reopening of shops and markets, but no dates are set yet. Meanwhile, retailers in England are pressing ahead with their COVID-secure reopening plans. As it sells homeware, IKEA could have stayed open, but it chose to shut and will only reopen in England and Northern Ireland from tomorrow, with safety procedures.
We'll be limiting the flow of customers from the car park and into the store. We've invested in this new team of what we're calling social distance wardens who will be on hand throughout the store just to help customers with the one-way system.
Other non-essential shops in England, including this Kent menswear shop, can't open until June the 15th.
We have ordered a screen for the till area.
They too are adapting to recommended safety measures.
I've closed one changing room, so we've got one changing room which will be sanitised after every use, and then any whatever garments they've tried will be taken out of stock for a period of time to be sanitised.
So how much of a challenge is it for an independent shop like yours to introduce all these safety measures and still make enough money?
Very challenging. We've got to limit who comes in. So straight away you're saying, sorry sir, do you mind waiting? That potential customer might say, oh, I'll come back another time.
Tony only expects a trickle of trade initially, but like the markets, hopes customers who've been shopping more online do eventually return. Katie Austin, BBC News.